everybody. Welcome back to Mafia Roundtable Live with Dominick Cicale. Guys, this is a special edition. I told you, we're coming back hard and heavy. We're going to give people content after content. We're going to have mob stories going back and forth. And something that just popped up, and I'm going to address an innuendo that was made. I told you I'd stay away from the negativity and fighting back and forth with people, but I'm also going to stand my ground when people want to say something that's derogatory or trying to defame us or coming at us like they're gangsters, they're tough guys. We'll be gunning for you. We're going to make the truth come out and expose everything. So it's going to be a good topic today. Again, I'm coming out with a lot of stuff. Tomorrow's show at 10 a.m., I changed it up a little bit, will be about the Albanians in the Bronx. So we're going to show you people, tell you people how the Bonanno family, Vinny Basciano, myself, we held it down. We held our position. We didn't back up. We didn't alter our ways, our beings. We were true to the life. And we were ready to act quickly, until Joe Messino got word of it, nixed everything. But lucky for the Albanians at that time. Also, Thursday, just did a pre-recording with the sexual harassment. So people, please, you want to support this channel? I know we have a majority of males, but this will help everybody, wives. So pass it on to wives, girlfriends, sisters, all females, grandmothers. Tell them to watch Thursday. It'll be at 10 a.m. I'm going to release that video. And we want to get a movement going for the women out there to be a support. And like I said previous, we'll be here to help all women. We'll be the voice. We'll be the platform. No woman is too small or beneath anybody out there. No matter race, color, we're here for you. All women should be treated equal. So stay tuned. That's coming out Thursday at 10 a.m. And then we'll have our Friday live also. We're going to be coming out with content on a regular basis. We're putting out more content. And stay tuned. This is going to be a fun channel. I spoke with Joe Barone, who was working for the FBI for, I think, 20 years as an undercover informant. He was very close to me on the street. He was around me, gave the government information. And I went at him on a previous show about what he said being inaccurate. And I just spoke with Joe. I said, Joe, you know I love you. And it is what it is. We put the past behind, but we could come out with great content. And Joe told me, Dom, I'm willing to come on, and I'll be 100%, and call me out if I'm not. And I said, Joe, do the same. It's good, it's healthy to debate, to go back and forth, but people are going to know the truth about what happened. And he brought things to my eyes, my light, that, you know, I forgot. So it's going to be entertaining, and Joe's hilarious at times. I mean, I think will definitely compliment us. I want him to be a regular on Mafia Roundtable. And then we have some things going on where we'd like to take things with the three capos, doing a roundtable, and just putting out great content, seeing different views, different opinions, going more into the life on how we felt, different eras of the Mafia. And I think we'll be putting out great content. So let me take a sip. And by the way, this is water. This is not E.G. vodka. I would like to thank our sponsor, E.G. Vodka. Go to egvodka.com, 100% organic vodka. We import the wheat from Italy. Vodka is unbelievable. I just brought it to a restaurant, new restaurant bar that opened up. And one of my friends there, he's sitting down. He's like, all right, give everybody a sample. Let them taste it. There was about 8 of us. And he's like, no, I only drink dark liquor. I said, bro, you have to try it. You have to try it. At least take a sip. Had the bartender chill it up, put in everybody's glass. Everybody took a shot. He was the first one. Oh my God. Is this water? Like, there was no burnt. He said, this is better than dark. Couldn't believe it. I said, I told you. That's how good this vodka is. I mean, even speaking to one of my partners today, he told me that some bartenders were telling him people don't believe that there's vodka in their drink. That's how smooth the vodka is when you mix it. Folks, this is by far the best vodka on the market, taste-wise. I mean, and it's priced average. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And trust me, I would not endorse it. I wouldn't have backed it. I wouldn't have became one of the owners of the company if I didn't believe in the product. But this vodka by far is superior and blows everything out of the water. Also, we have here today, and I've been trying it, testing it, and I love it. I feel the energy in my body. We have Syndicate. This is the Boss product. This is top of the line. This is for advanced bodybuilders. And it's a chocolate flavor, protein, whey protein. Excellent. We're going to be selling this. And 2-pound tub goes for $47. I'm going back and forth with my partners. I'm going to give all the subscribers a subscription base where maybe we're only selling it for $27. I don't know. I'm battling right now to get that pricing to where it's way undervalued. And I want to give it to my subscribers. I want to give back. And that's why we're putting this product out there. This will be on the market soon. We also have a Mind Drive, which it's all natural. It's similar to an Adderall. Take 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Gives you clarity, keeps you focused throughout the day. Gives you a little spurt of energy. And this is unbelievable. Right now, we'll have the doctor who I'm partnering up with this. We're doing a medical platform for telemed, where we're coming out with the man shot for erectile dysfunction. We have a lot more male products we're coming out to help rejuvenate the middle-aged man. And guys, I don't care how macho you think you are and how, big and everybody wants to talk that, but when you start hitting those middle ages to old age, you don't have what you once had. Putting out that bring back that youthful age, that youthful feel, where you feel more energetic, you feel more of an arousement when you're with your loved one, and where your performance is back to as a kid. So, and trust me, everything is done discreetly. That's why we're doing the medical platform. When it's shipped to you, everything will be, nobody will know what's in the package. And we're working on pricing, getting everything set up, but that'll be coming soon as well, along with the Mind Drive, which is excellent. Right now I'm going back and forth, trying to get the pricing right for all you subscribers out there. But our products are quality. I wouldn't endorse it if it's not. And there's been products that came my way that I nixed. I'm like, no. This is not good quality. I'm testing everything myself to make sure it's of good quality. Otherwise, I don't want it. I'm not going to back it. And that's just the way it is. That's the way I am. So thorough when I do something. And I want to give back to people where it's affordable. They feel better. They feel better about themselves, from protein to the Mind Drive to the Man Shot. We'll get into troches, which is a mixture for erectile dysfunction. We have other aminos we'll be putting out, other creatines, just to give back energy to people for when they're working out, supplements to help lose weight. We're coming out with videos. My book will be coming out, The Perfect Crime Family. I was just speaking to one of the guys who were doing some editing, correcting. It's about 420 pages. And it's a book. It's really good. I think it is. I wrote it while I was away. It's The Perfect Crime Family. It should be out within the next 60 days. We're going to have a limited edition with graphics that were done on it, on the book, first coming out. And it'll be hardcover, plaques. We're doing so many different things with it. People, I'm still wondering to do either 100 of the limited, 250, I'm not sure, where everything will be numbered series. And then we'll do a hardback, softback, video, everything. We're going to put it out quality. That should be out within the next 60 days. So, with all that said, And I'm here for you people. I'm here for a lot of content to listen. That's why we're going live. I want to try to do lives on a regular basis. And again, interact with the audience. And I hope it helps people. I've answered everybody on my social media. We're up to date. I had a lot of responding to do. Got that taken care of. On the Instagram, thank you for all the love and support. People that are reaching out, old friends, thank you. Thank you. It means a lot to me. A lot of strong encouragement from people I never thought I would hear from. Thank you again. So with that, I will start the show off with this voice from somebody who was talking, John Gotti Jr., just came out. And again, I said I would never go back and forth, but I'm not going to back down from anybody, especially when they're talking bullshit. They're making it seem like they're getting the sword, they're doing this, they're doing that, coming at rats, making innuendos. You want to make an innuendo, don't make it this way, buddy, because I'm going to come at you hard and heavy because you're living in a glass house. So with that, Joseph, could you play the video,
please,
have
all these
or the
people
audio?
Come out and they go on internet now and they creep out of their closet late at night. You hear the doors opening up. They come out and they get on there. They get all these tough guys, all these government cooperators, these tough guys, these mutts. They all come out and they attack. They attack John Gotti, they attack me, his wife, his daughters. Being a good son, being a loyal son, in his death is me picking up his sword and moving forward and defending him and his family.
Okay, everybody, they gave me the signal. It's okay, it was played. So, everybody's entitled to their opinions, but when you're going to come out, and I'm going to do a pre-recording of this and go into more detail with actual facts, and I'm going to be reading from John Gotti's 302s. For people that don't know, a 302 is when you sit down with the government and you give information. John Gotti Jr. did that. I have 5 pages, and I'm going to read through some of those pages on a pre-recording after this show. Excuse me. And I'm going to go into more detail. How dare you talk about people at nighttime coming out of a door and these government informants? John Gotti Jr., you are a rat, R-A-T, government cooperator. You provided information against made men in the Gambino crime family. If you want to go there, we'll go there any which way you want to do it. You disgraced the Gotti name. Your father built a legacy with his name, with the Gotti name. You destroyed it. You tarnished it. Now, associated with the Gotti name, rat. You ratted. So I heard because of your Uncle Gene, you got a pass. That just shows the mafia is not once what it was. To rat and get a pass never would have happened in the past life. Don't want to see anything happen to you or your family. I've commended you certain times. How you're standing up, staying in New York. That takes a lot of courage. I give you that. And I applaud you for that. But at the same time, you ratted. You gave information. Once you give information, that's it. You can't cross the line. Like I said on a previous show, if I had sex with a man one time, I'm gay. Can't take it back. Same thing. You cooperated. You gave information. You ratted. Yes, for some reason, you went to trial. You didn't cooperate. I don't know what the reason was. Maybe you didn't get the deal you were looking for with the government. Only you know that, and the government and the lawyers know that. That hasn't been made public yet. But you ratted, so keep your innuendos to yourself. Stop talking about your family, and I'll go into that more on a pre-recording, go into more detail. Guys, tomorrow, with the Albanians, you'll hear good content. And then again on Thursday, you'll also hear content about the sexual harassment. And Friday we'll have another live. I don't even know what topic we'll be touching with that, but it'll be also mafia issue. I might have Joe Barone on with me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who comes up, who wants to come on to the show. But we're going to start bringing people onto the show live. Other channels, if they want to join, they're welcome to join. We can have a good sparring debate. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. It's just all good. As long as our message at the end of the day is positive for these kids out there, keep them off the streets. It's always good to show. We could have debates, and at the end of the day, respect one another's opinion. But when people start talking out of the side of their neck like John Gotti Jr. just did from what you heard, I'm going to go at you. I'm going to go at you because you're a rat. There's no way around it. So stop acting like you're an innocent. You're a victim. You're not a victim. You're a rat. Just like me. We're rats. And that's it. The only difference is I'm man enough to say it. You're still hiding behind your father's coattails and riding them. Those days are over, pal. They're over. And the people that are hanging out with you, the made men, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should walk away. Any real man would stay away from them. But to each his own. So with that, do we have viewers on?
Yeah.
You have comments?
Yeah.
Good.
Hold on.
Okay.
Gibney Peg. No, I'm sorry. Red Star BG Moscow says respect. He also said to add your second video, part 2. You can't find that.
Yeah, second video part 2 is not out yet. It's going to be the pre-recording of the John Gotti. That will be coming out. I'm pretty sure I'll maybe release it sometime this week or next week, or maybe for Friday. Probably Friday. I'll release it for Friday.
Gibney says, so happy to see you didn't leave. Big up, Big Dom. Love from Ireland.
Thank you. Ireland in the house. Can't wait to go to Ireland. I heard it's a beautiful country. Definitely want to see it. Maybe we'll do a tour over there where we sit down, do a Mafia Roundtable live in Ireland, already scheduling something in the UK at one of my partners' estates. So definitely looking to go to Ireland in the near future. Thank you.
David Cisneros says, top of the morning to you from cold, cloudy Oakland, California.
Thank you. Top of the morning to you as well. Izzy, you have anything you want to share? We have a new addition to... You can read it, don't worry. Go ahead.
Red Star BGM Moscow says, I'm really glad to see you again on live.
Oh, thank you. And anybody, you better be nice to her. This is a young lady who's just starting interning with us. So nobody better be mean to her. I'm telling you that now.
You're getting quite a bit from this peg leg stacker.
Okay.
I knew you weren't going anywhere, just a way to sucker people to another platform.
Okay, what other platform? Peg leg? Whatever. So it is what it is. You're entitled to your opinion. So now what? Now where do you want to go from there? What other platform? We still have the same platform. So, good. No?
Hold on, they're moving.
Okay. Good, Wilfredo. If you...
Kind of looks like the peg leg is switching between accounts. It's the same one, the same hater, same person.
Oh, okay. See, peg leg fraud. That's what John Gotti Jr. is saying. People come out of the woodwork on the internet, just hitting their keyboard. So he's right about that. So at least I'm man enough to stand here, show my face. You know who I am.
JJ Lambrone, the Mafia stories, Dom.
JJ, Mafia stories are coming. Mafia stories are coming. You'll have it out. You had a little bit today with John Gotti Jr. You have the Mafia story coming tomorrow with the Albanians. So stay tuned. Keep on hitting like, hit subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I think we're closing on 16,000 subs. Thank you. Amazing. I don't know if we already hit that yet. Are we there yet, guys? 16,000 subs?
Yeah, I believe so.
We did? Yes, we hit it. Thank you, guys. Because this morning when I looked, we were at like 15,997. So thank you. That means a lot. Maddie?
Hold on, because it's just a lot of them going in between.
Guys, instead of interacting, I know you guys want to go back and forth, but I'm here for live for you, the people. So if you want, hit me up with comments. If not, I'll just say what I have to say, and that's it. This way I'm not wasting your time, you're not wasting my time.
So you have a contribution from Jay, 1980, says, Gotti Jr. burned John A. Light.
Thank you for the contribution. Gotti Jr. burnt John A. Light. I think they're both going back and forth. They both make some good points, and is what it is. But you know what? I know John A. Light. He's out there. He says he cooperated. He's trying to help kids. He's trying to do the right thing. The only thing I don't like, John Gotti Jr. did cooperate. And he's trying to portray, well, I didn't test, I didn't hurt anybody. How do you know? When you cooperate, the government don't tell you where their investigations lead. They don't tell you, well, since you gave me that information, it led to this one, that one, this one cooperating. And from their cooperation, there was 36 arrests. So, people, you don't know what happened. But I could say one thing, John A. Light at least is man enough to say he cooperated, and that's it. He's out there. John Jr. Gotti is still trying to make it like he's a gangster. He's doing Woodsack Mafia. John, I didn't take the Woodsack program, but you're making your innuendos? Look in the mirror, pal. Look in the mirror, because you're a disgrace to the Gotti name.
Jeff Dave, can you talk about John A. Light and whatever interactions you had with him or stories?
Really not that much stories I have with him of the past. Only a few jailhouse stories when we were in New Jersey together in FCI Farrington, New Jersey. But I could tell you, at least he's trying to make an effort. We all slip up at times, so people had a lot of garbage to say about him, going back and forth. But at the end of the day, he's a human being entitled to make mistakes, errors, just like myself. It happens. But you know what? He puts out good content, like to hear his stories. And that's it. I have nothing against him. Maybe one day we'll do something together. And that's it. So, go ahead, Izzy.
King Pro said, any relation to Stefan Cicale?
Yes, actually, it's funny that this one came up. I found out that Stefan, who I think was living in Staten Island, was with Gino Gillespie in his crew. Yet Gino, show you the snake in the grass he is, never told me. Never told me Stefan. And Stefan's my cousin. So, never even knew he was in. And I heard Stefan wound up cooperating too. Never met the guy, my cousin. This Cali family is a big family. And but it's amazing. He was in the Bonanos under Gino, Gino was in my crew. Gino's the maid guy who I put my hands on, who I basically beat the shit out of in a bathroom. So it's funny, and it just shows the type of caliber Gino is. Never told me he had my cousin around him.
Stefan Sandhofer. Hi, Dom. Nice greets from Vienna, Austria. I'm live, buddy.
Nice, Austria. Love your country. My wife is part Austrian, and we were there a few years back. I didn't want to go. I'm like, I don't want to go to Austria. I went there. Love your country. I even told her, I says, eventually I want to buy a chalet on one of the mountains. I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous country. It's just unbelievable. Loved it. Loved the people, the culture, the food. Excellent. Beautiful. Much ups to Austria.
Will Hildbrand says, Dom, please do sexual harassment stories because that's why I'm here. Mafia stuff is boring.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. But I'm going to be versatile. Like I said, please, 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 on Thursday, 10 a.m., I already did the pre-recording before this show. We will be out with more of the sexual harassment. The case is a massive, massive case. Massive violation with my wife, with other women at the station who are embarrassed to come up, who we caught people in lies at federal court. Federal court. They're on the witness stand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do. Caught them in lie after lie after lie. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So people, please stay tuned. Pass it on to all the women out there. I want to see the audience. I want to see the viewership up on that one, because that means a lot. Because it could happen to you, and you might need our support one day. Next.
Stratisaris, you ever hang out in Boston or with Boston guys?
No. If there's Boston guys down here in Florida, yes. But I haven't been to Boston in quite some time. I'll probably be heading up there sometime. Oh, actually, I was up there maybe a few years back. Visiting a relative, went to a few restaurants, nice place. But to answer your question, I don't bounce around with them nowadays, no.
Echenique, good to see you back. We support you 100%.
Thank you, I know it. And because of people like you, Ed, I will be back, and I am not going anywhere. We're coming out with more content, more merchandise, everything. We're going to just come out strong on topics and everything. Get it, Izzy?
The Tartan Spartan says...
Speak up, don't
The
worry.
Tartan Spartan says, Dom, what's your thoughts on Vinny's case being looked at again in court?
I love it. I love the fact. I definitely... Now, I'm not a legal scholar, but I've been around the law a lot. I believe it was a Fifth Amendment right. I believe he deserves a new trial. Judge Garifas is a fair judge, so he open-minded. And if Vinny does get a new trial, I believe from knowing the court system, more than likely, hopefully, the government will offer him a plea deal. And but Vinny still has a life sentence, another life sentence he has to deal with. So hopefully one day he'll have the opportunity to come out, spend time with his grandkids, his children, and die a free man eventually. But I'm glad he's given an opportunity. But then again, if I have to go to trial, I will go to trial, support the government. That's what I pledged I would do. And as a civilian, as a citizen, I will follow through with that like any other civilian, law-abiding citizen. I have to do what I have to do at the end of the day. Get it?
JJ Lambon, the Mafia Stories, who is the boss of the home, you or the cat?
Oh, the cat. Definitely the cat. Oh, my Lord, she dictates all the time. It's just ridiculous. So my wife shakes her head. Shakes her head. It's unbelievable. She follows me like a dog, and then wherever I'm sitting, jumps on me. It's just ridiculous. But, that's my baby. I take care of her. And, they give unconditional love, the animals. So you could yell at them, get mad at them, but they're always coming up for affection, and they're always forgiven. So animals, by far, I think, are our bosses at the end of the day. Maddie?
Michael Hill, Dom, did the Bonanno have rules for members not having facial hair when you were a member, or the family did not or care?
Yeah, there were rules, no mustaches, beards, but at times during the winter, even now, like the shadow I have, nobody would say anything. And even more scruffier you could get, especially the guys who go hunting and, they're out in the woods, they might come back. But it wasn't really enforced that much. And I'm sure if you're growing a full beard, the guys, come on, you have to get rid of that. You have to be more respectful. But nowadays, who knows? But in my time, it was an unwritten rule that no facial hair. Next. Wilfredo?
Barry Smith, why did the three capos kill Galante?
Why was he killed? Because he was trying to take control. He had the heroin trade, and he was trying to take control over the family. So that came down from the boss to take him out. And that was it. He came out like a bull in a china closet, and the other guys weren't having it. No, they felt he shouldn't be boss. They had other intentions. So that's why at the end of the day he was killed. They had to take him out. But from what I heard, Galante was a tough guy, and he was a man to be reckoned with. So, next.
Sion Gibney says, Big Dom, plans for EG to come to Ireland? Would love to see you over here.
Yes, there are plans bringing it global, worldwide. We're just getting started. There's the new ownership in EG. So we're all getting together. We're going to be on the same page. Just bear with us. And trust me, I move too fast for a lot of people where even my partner's like, whoa, whoa, slow up, slow up. But I'm 1,000 miles an hour. So if I could do it myself, it would have been there already. But we're working things out. There's a lot of procedures that we have to abide by. And there are plans bringing it global. So just be patient. You'll have it there soon.
So I have a couple of comments and then a question, right?
Okay.
Xavier James asked, who did the intro with a fire emoji? So you're welcome.
Okay, that was Wilfredo and Joseph. I hope you liked it. I didn't see it yet, so.
Joe Hernandez says he's just subscribed, so welcome.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
And then we have Sweet Relish says, Dom, any chance you can do a few videos on the process of starting a business?
Yes, we're going to get into that. But please just bear with me. We have a lot on. We're going to be doing the street business. We're going to be doing entry into the Cicale Family Inc. I have a lot of people emailing me, from painters to carpenters to plumbers to electricians. We're going to set everything up, our network up. But right now, just bear with me. Please, please. I have a lot on my plate. We're trying to format everything correctly with the organization, putting it out there. And we want everybody. We're going to screen everybody coming into the Cicale Family Inc. Make sure everybody's legitimate. Everybody, there's going to be background checks. I don't play around. I'm not taking, you can have a record, but if we find out you're doing something wrong, you're done. You'll be blackballed for life. So we're setting up the network properly, and we have a lot of work to do. But bear with me. It's going to come out soon. Izzy?
Triple X, aka Archie Bunker 2.0, said, you lied in federal court too, Dom.
Okay. You could say I ain't care. Where did I lie? Always told the truth. What I did lie was when I sat down with the government and they asked me about my cousin. I lied to them about weapons, not to implicate my cousin. Then the next day, my attorney said, Dom, you need to tell them. And then I told them the truth. And I lied to protect them. Yes, I did lie on my 302. Federal court did not lie. So get your stories straight. Get your facts straight. Next.
KPW84U2, what plans, if any, do you have with Lee Cole? Last I heard you were going to do some positive stuff with them, asking from Chicago.
Yes, we have a lot of things with Lee. Lee was supposed to come on to the show today, Lee and James Proctor. But like I said, I moved too quick. There was a little confusion where it's my fault because they weren't well informed. I gave it to them the last minute. But we are planning on doing things together. We might come on live talking about Lee Cole. I think he had a suicide with his brother, if I'm correct, with Vince McMahon and the WWF, if I'm correct. So stay tuned. We are working on it. We're getting things together. And it was my fault. They would have been on today's recording, which is coming out Thursday. But that was my bad with that one. Next.
John
Go ahead. Don't worry if you
Johnny
mispronounce.
Rankes made a contribution and said, hi, Dom. There's a rumor the mob was trafficking children with Epstein. Is that anything you've heard about?
Thank you for your contribution. It's greatly appreciated to support the channel. And no, I really didn't hear about that. Didn't know the mob. I know if our administration would have found out about it, we would have taken that. We would have killed whoever was doing that, trafficking children. I know the Bonanno crime family wouldn't tolerate it. I could speak for the Genovese crime family. I know they wouldn't tolerate it. Colombo's wouldn't have tolerated it. So I know those three families definitely, even the Gambinos, because Arnold Squitieri was in charge, and I know him very well, with Mickey Boy Paradiso, Alphonse Siska. Their top administration at that time wouldn't have tolerated it. That's hell no. So, but who knows? I don't know the details about it. So, to the best of my knowledge, I have to say no.
Frank Otto, Dom, do you ever feel bad for your family who still are living in the neck, as your family must put up with the comments that you ratted?
Actually, that's a great question. And I'll answer it this way. At one point, I would have said yes. Nowadays, and I'm going to mention this, when I was contemplating on giving up the show, coming off of social media, my mother was approached. And somebody went up to her. And they said, please, please, please tell Dominic, do not quit. Keep on going. Keep on speaking positive. We're proud of him. I had another comment from, there was a big engagement at the Marina del Rey, which is a catering hall in the Trogneck section of the Bronx. There was maybe about 350 people at the event. I was told I was the talk of that event throughout, everybody talking about me. People complimenting, commending me. There's so much support from my neighborhood that I'm finally bringing to light what was done and trying to help kids. So the mob is not what it once was. Everybody sees the mob for what it was, what it is, just an evil, a parasite. A parasite. That's what it is, a parasite. And I'm here to tell the truth, to bring things to light and shed light on different things. So I don't regret anything I've done. And the family members that aren't talking to me, one day they'll come around. If they don't, then it's their loss. Next.
So Gino is asking, are we throwing a party when you get to 20K?
Maybe, maybe, yes, maybe. I don't know. If we get there in a week, yes. How about that? And I'll bring all the EG vodka, but just drink responsibly, and that's it. But that'd be a good one, maybe so. Thank you for that one suggestion.
So we have Gennaro Boots asking what is in those bottles, and also Strange History X just getting here. What are those products on the table? Supplements? I'd like to know.
Yes, we have protein powder. This is the Boss. We're going to have 3 different levels. The Boss is an advanced level, and it's whey protein. It's the Syndicate. It's our protein. 2 pounds of protein there, chocolate flavored. Let me tell you something. This chocolate is like drinking chocolate milk. Like thick, oh, I love it. Really good. I find my body's recovering better from the workouts. Right now, I'm going back and forth with the partners. They want to release it at about $47 a tub, which is fair market value. I'm trying to give my subscribers a subscription base at $27 a tub. So we're going back and forth with trying to see if the cost could work out. But I want to give back to you people. This is basically Mind Drive. It's similar to Adderall, all natural, not prescription. Take 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Gives you more clarity, focus. This also is coming out on my medical platform we're putting out with a doctor. We're going to have the man shot for erectile dysfunction. A lot of male supplements, creatine products, protein, other protein bars. Coming out on that. We're going to have a doctor to evaluate people that want their blood tested where they're deficient in vitamins and ions. We're going to replenish and put things out there to help everybody. Coming out with workout videos. We have a lot of things. Probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, the doctor will be on with some other people talking about the man shot, talking about replenishment for middle-aged men. Because we know as you get older, you don't feel that youthful, your body's not recovering as quickly, and we're putting out products to help that, people overcome that.
Billy8216, Dom, good content. Does a consigliere have a crew and make his own money on the side, or just handling internal and external family matters? Thanks.
Great question. From the way we ran it, no. They give up their crews. They're taken care of, and they're supposed to be there to handle any disputes within the crime family. They're basically advisors to the boss, underboss, even to the capos. When issues arise, they're supposed to handle it for the boss. If they can't handle it, then it gets kicked up the ranks. Next question.
Jeremy H. made a contribution and said, have any guys reached out positively?
Thank you for your contribution. Any made guys? Off the top of my head, no. But there's other people. I don't know if they are made or they aren't made. So, because I've been out of the life for so long. But yes, a lot of people have reached out privately, commending what I've done, where I'm going, and talking about their life is just not what it once was. Next.
Stephen from Austria, from Vienna. Hi, Dom. I have a question for you. Do you know Sonny Black or Lefty? Noose greets from Vienna.
No, I don't know them. It was before my time. I was too young. But they are definitely legends in the Banana Crime family. And much love to Austria.
Michael M. Dom, great show, as always. Question for you, maybe John's situation. What is your view on new flipping, but not telling on your friends? Seems like John's people floated that theory.
I don't care what theory they floated. The guy ratted. Don't make excuses. You know why they have to make excuses? Because they're hypocrites. How could you make an excuse for somebody who ratted? Again, I'm going to blow it up on the pre-recording. Stay tuned. That'll be coming out as a preview for Friday's live, and then we'll go into that topic. But John Gotti Jr. is a rat. He ratted. I have the 302s, and I'll be elaborating more into it. Those are just all cover-ups. So these mafia guys out there could show face. You can't show face. Can't show face.
School of the Street. What happened to the rapping? I seen Wise Guy TV did a response to your rap, and then you quit.
Oh, they did? So send us the link so I could see it. But no, I didn't quit. I just have a lot of things. We have more rap songs coming out. And I have fun doing it. I'm not saying I'm a rapper. I joke about it. If it puts a smile on somebody's face, more power to you. But I really want to get into a studio and try to put out a quality with the voice, with the music behind it, with the flow, and just having fun. Just having fun being me, bringing a smile to people's face. That's all I want to do. Go ahead, Izzy. Don't worry, speak up.
Cornbread said, Angelo Prisco loved to be a gangster. Any interactions with him?
Yes, Angelo Prisco, go back with him many, many years. I'll go into Angelo Prisco stories. Matter of fact, when my mother and father broke up, when I was, I think, 2 years old, they got divorced. Father was away. Angelo was dating my mother at one time. So I have a lot of history with Angelo. His sons, Michael, I remember. We used to be in Greenwood Lake all the time for the summers. My grandparents had a house. Angelo lived on the Jersey side, was on his boat on the water, and then coming out as I got older was with him and Vinny. Angelo Prisco was very close with Vinny Basciano. So yes, we have stories that will be coming out. Izzy, could you get me some more water, please? And Maddie, do we have more?
Southie 31, respect for not deleting and censoring comments.
Thank you.
John Lamb 03, how come you guys don't read the negative comments? We just did a few.
Okay, send the negative. We read them. I don't hide from them. Sorry.
Doug, again, should I post the pictures of you cheating on your wife or just email them to you?
Yeah, post them. I want to see them. So post them, Doug. Thank you. I have nothing to hide from. So thank you, though. So if you have them, send them. If not, get off the channel. Stop with the nonsense. Next.
Wayne Lay, good afternoon, Dom. Did you know any guys from the Gianni crew?
Giannini crew. Yes, I do. I do know guys from the Giannini crew. I was away with some of them. So, and stay tuned. Some of them might be on the show. Never know. See, there I go. I'm rapping. Get Izzy. Anything?
1247, Dom, please tell us a story about Vica Musso. Give us a great one.
I could tell a story about Vic and Musso from what I heard about Oscar, from Oscar Ansorian, who Vic, Oscar, and Gas Pipe, they came up together. And stay tuned. There'll be stories about when they gunned down Bobby Hartburn, who was a boxer back in the day, big heavyweight, busted up nose. I remember the way he used to walk around, and I'll tell the story about when they shotgunned him when he was trying on his sports coat. So stay tuned for that one. That'll be coming out in the near future.
Don Arbital, do you know downtown Ronnie Califano and his son Roger?
I have no idea. Sorry about that.
Wax, Dom, I'm from Greenwood Lake, New York. Do you remember any of the spots you used to go to?
When I was up there, it was back in the 70s. We had the little beach by Wattawa Park, which was part of the lake, with the diving board. And I remember the lake used to look so big, and we went up there, my wife and I, maybe about 2 years ago. And when I said, because I described the lake, the mountain that my grandfather had the house on, and my wife is like, a mountain, this is a hill. And then the lake that was enormous, it looked like a little pond to me. Like, it's just amazing when you're a kid, the visualization is so much bigger, larger. But there weren't that many places. There was the town, the local town, the ice cream parlor. And Sterling Park they had, I remember that, with the frogs that you could paddle. I remember also they had the markets where you get the fresh eggs and everything. But it was really rural at that time. That was considered like really upstate New York, like the country. Nowadays, everything's changed, so it's more populated, more civilized, I would say, as a city.
Mike Owens, too many internet tough guys. People come on here and take his time to talk with all of us. Great job, Dom. Love all the stories. Enjoy the book. Billy Cutolo is in the chat. Another great guy.
All right. Thank you, Billy. Much love to you. But that's what people want to do. They want to throw the negativity, negative comments. They want to make statements that aren't true. So I'm here. So if you have anything, go ahead, bring it out. I'm good with all that. Just, even though the negative, try to keep it respectful. But we don't block anybody. I tell the team just to even bring out the negative comments, because I have the haters out there, and that's all good. But I'm not hiding behind a keyboard like you are, or a fake name. So that's the difference. Yeah, Wilfredo. What?
From Crackers, Dom, is the contract still on the nose?
A contract? Obviously not. He's still walking. So the contract came from me. I'm the one that asked Vinny for permission. Vinny granted it. So I was the one that was going to kill the nose. After that, after I was off the street, there was nobody else that I'm aware of that wanted to kill him or that asked for permission or that followed through. So, and I know Vinny at that point, with me off the street, wouldn't take out his only lifeline to the Bonanno crime family. So I think the contract was taken off. Wilfredo?
Says, you seem like you easily get annoyed with your team. From Jackie Bonds.
Okay, how did I get annoyed with my team?
I don't know. They're just,
I know. So, Jackie, you need glasses.
So, Ziggy Twax says, Dom, I'm from Greenwood Lake, New York. Do you remember any of the spots you used to go there?
Yeah, they just said that.
Oh, my bad.
See? I'm getting upset with my team now.
That's why.
There you
That's
go.
why he gets upset.
Yeah. So, good. Izzy.
Jay knows the way. Tell us the story of why you stole $198K from your grandmother, which left her homeless.
Oh, that's coming out. How could you say my grandmother was homeless when she died in her house? Get your facts straight. That's where I get upset. Like, you're coming out with nonsense. Nonsense. And it's funny. I stole money from my grandmother. Well, beg to differ with that, because till this day, not till this day, she passed. She was coming to see me in jail. She sent me close to $10,000 while I was away in federal protection program, while I was incarcerated. Came to see me. So get your story straight. But that story will be coming out soon. And that's it. So that's all I'm going to say on that topic.
Make mention to it last week.
Yeah, I did. I know.
Yeah,
We
a
made
lot.
mention to it. So
Jackie Bonds, I heard you were on a piece of work and you shot at a tree.
okay, yeah, maybe I overshot and hit a tree. But I was there. First one jumped out of the car, went at the guy. So it happens. People do miss.
Cornbread, Dom, your most lucrative rackets that were not eliminated by indictments.
Not eliminated by indictments. Well, that's a little confusion in that part, so I can't answer that because I really don't know where you're going. Not eliminated by indictments. However, my most lucrative racket was our sports book we had. We had maybe about 120 customers during football season, and I would say we averaged anywhere from 50 to 100,000 weekly in proceeds. When we did lose on those customers, maybe 30, 40,000 in that week, we'd get hit. So 95% of the times we were profitable on that. Then we had one big client, he was a whale. He would bet anywhere from $5 to $7 million a week on football, from college to pro. I think the biggest winning week he had was maybe $500,000. His biggest losing week was maybe $1.5 million. But that was also split up because we had the partnership with the guy who brought the client in. And then we were responsible, when I say we, Vinny and I were partners on that. And Jerry Asaro and his acting captain, Jack, who had BAM Towing, were partners. So there were some heavy weeks we made a lot of money on. So I would say that was my most lucrative.
Jodam, Dom, I believe I met your father. I was introduced to him by Ernie Boy Kuroluzu in the Bronx during the early 90s. Is this possible?
Yes, Ernie Colazzo, he was a rat. He ratted on me on my first murder case when I shot and killed George Keogh in a motel room in Fort Lauderdale. And he helped me get the body out of the motel room. It was on the 3rd floor, and we wound up dumping the body in Palm Beach County. So, yes, that is possible. But Ernie, stone cold killer, I'll tell you some stories about him later on. But he turned out to be a rat. But actually, he lied to the state and said it was self-defense. It was self-defense, but not the way Ernie portrayed it. He lied to them. And that might have helped me get my plea deal.
Ron Gross, Dom, isn't blackballing someone an illegal act?
Blackballing. I don't see an illegal act. Blackballing is when you cut them out, when you disregard them, don't acknowledge them. That's our interpretation when I say I'm going to blackball them. That's just no communication, shut them down, block them from all my correspondence, and that's blackballing. Anything else?
So we have a couple. Jackie Bond's asking, is there anything you ain't gonna do? Lo, what's next? Saving the planet?
Actually, yes, we do save the planet. We have a water device machine that I brought to Sierra Leone, Africa, Pakistan. We're bringing it to Guatemala. We still have an interest in it, but I backed up from it right now. But that was part of my humanitarian effort to save the planet, where we have clean drinking water, because the United States is, just from an article that just came out, if I'm correct, 50% of the water that's in these cities are contaminated badly and polluted. And that's not clean drinking water. So we have an alternative. We should start using it, promoting it more. And I'll be giving you guys a website to go to where we have home machines, home units. Those will also be available for sale. And we'll be giving a discount price on that. So I just spoke to the CEO of the company, and something where he wants me to start promoting and pumping it out, where we'll have also financing available for these machines. Home units, they produce 10 gallons of clean drinking water a day. So never have to buy bottled water, and we save with the plastics. So yes, that will be coming soon. Next.
Hey Dom, are you considering starting a cigar line?
Actually, go to, what is it? Everything Lit? AlwaysLitCigars.com. They're part of the Cicale Family Inc. Hand-rolled cigars, great cigars. AlwaysLit.com. AlwaysLitCigars.com. AlwaysLitCigars.com. Go there. They're part of the Cicale Family Inc. Part of our organization. We're all over the place, but we help each other. We're here to support each other. So if you need Lear jets, we have that too. Great rates, discounted from, we have jets that even fly overseas, transatlantic. We have everything you need, all accommodations. So don't worry, it's Cali Family is a massive organization, bigger than people realize. Next. Go ahead. You're cringing with that one.
G Hike, do you know Ronnie G?
Yes, I know Ronnie G very well. I liked Ronnie G a lot. At the time, Ronnie G was a soldier. And I have a lot of props for him. So, good guy, stand-up guy. Hopefully he'll be home soon. And hopefully he'll stay away from the BS of the life, because the life is just not what it once was. Get it, Wilfredo.
So we have Street Relish asking, Dom, would you say there are some men asking these questions? They seem to know certain things. They think they are hurting you, but we are here for you, honestly, and to learn more from you. Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, definitely, definitely. Listen, there was more talk about me. I heard even in the social clubs in the Bronx, they sit down, I come on, boom. Everybody's looking at their phones and going over it. So definitely they're commenting. But you know what? Don't comment about me. You guys are nothing but soft phonies. You aren't about the life. All the rats are running wild in New York. So go look in the mirror. You know, half these guys are hanging out with John Gotti Jr. So you tell me, making the excuse and covering it up. Well, he didn't hurt anybody. He ratted. Doesn't matter. He ratted. So you guys are a bunch of hypocrites, phony. You're not made for the life. You should have never been straightened out. So go put your head under the pillow, hide, stay behind the keyboard, keep on being keyboard tough guys. I'm here. I'm not hiding. So, and we're here to educate kids, show them the life, show them what the life is about. It's nothing. It's garbage. It became garbage. You people who are made out there, 95% of them are garbage. That's why the Genovese administration is underground. They don't see anybody because they know there's too much garbage out there. And I commend them for that. Stay hidden, stay underground, and live your life.
Half day of the Jackal in Australia. All our OC hits are done by guys in full black block, caught on 100 different cameras, and they always get caught in the end. Is there any way to do a murder and get away with it these days?
Absolutely. There's ways to get away, but I'm not going to elaborate on that anymore because I'm not part of that life and I'm not going to facilitate somebody getting killed. But definitely there's ways to bypass all that. And, you know, you just have to be strategic in what you do. But again, I don't promote that. So I'm not going to elaborate to assist somebody into getting away with murder. Because you know what? It's at the end of the day, murder is not the way. So all that shit, that's the thing of the past. And people need to start working together. And crime doesn't pay. It really doesn't. So, go ahead, next.
So we have Snaggy2K says, is your son good looking?
What do you expect me to say? No? So, yes, I think my son is good looking. And it's a shame I wasn't there to raise him, but it is what it is. It hurts. I sacrificed. I gave up. I chose my life to better myself. And that's it. Hopefully he'll grow into a fine man and not follow my footsteps and, you know, get a hard-working job and learn. And, you know, when I do talk to him, I tell him to watch these shows and listen and learn from my mistakes. Next question.
So it says, Rob D says, Dom, Cadillac or Lincoln?
Oh, Cadillac or Lincoln. You know what? I have to go with the Caddies. I love the Eldorados, the old school Eldorados, the two doors. They were nice cars, sharp. And then for the Lincoln, I liked the Mark when they came out with that Mark 7, Mark 6, that big style was nice. But nowadays, I would say Caddy. Next question.
Sean Eamon, much respect, Big Nick. Would you consider to entertain a New York City BX division under the Cicale umbrella?
Yes, as long as everything's legit, we would have to check into it. But absolutely 1,000%. Again, I would always watch out for my safety, who comes aboard. We'll have our investigators check it out, make sure everything's above board. And just as long as everything's 100% legit and we could grow and it's a fit, absolutely. We don't turn anybody down unless they're doing things illegal, they're not righteous.
So you have a question from NC732. Hey, Dom, but I think maybe he should side text you. Hey, Dom, you mentioned that you had a real estate portfolio. Can you suggest some tips or advice for someone starting out, how to secure loans, what type of properties best to invest in, etc.?
Yes, we will come out with that. That'll be part of some special editions. We'll have some other contractors here, investors, talking about real estate transactions, what type of real estate's good to get into, the market conditions, where you should invest. So we'll be going into that, but bear with us. We have a lot on our plate. I'm only one person trying to put everything together. My team could only do so much, and we'll be getting to that to help people.
Alexander Wilson made a contribution. Vic Oriana, former acting boss of the Colombos.
Vic Arena? Arena?
Yes.
Okay.
Colombo is asking for a compassionate release. Frenzy
Frenchie. Good.
said he has dementia and should be released. Do you agree?
If you're talking about Vic Amuso, is that the name? Anyone, if it's Vic Amuso or Vic Arena, yes, I believe they should get compassionate release. Have some third-party doctors evaluate them. But no, I agree. There's a time. But I also agree there should be a condition that if they get caught interacting with organized crime, they're back in jail. But no, I think they should be released. Maybe some type of, but with strict supervisions to assure they're not, pulling the wool over the eyes of the system. But definitely they should be.
James P., what do you miss the most about leaving the life?
What do I miss the most? It's I guess walking into a place and people knowing who you are, and just everybody like, oh my God, there he is. And, it's a great feeling. Even Mr. Chow's in the city, which is a great restaurant. I loved it. I could go now. In the beginning, you go there. You have reservations for 7:00. People that know that place. Even with reservations, you're not sitting down till 8:00. I would walk in there with 0 reservations, and within 2 minutes, they're making room or bringing out another table for me, clearing something, and sitting me down. Where people looking, who the hell is he? And that's what I missed about the life. Getting that attention, that special treatment. Even at the China Club, walking straight through, there could be a line. All of a sudden, Dom, come on. And you're just bypassing everybody. Because sometimes places like that, they'll take 20, 30 girls in right away and the guys are waiting. But I walk in with a group of guys. Dom, come on. We're walking straight in. So those are times that, you missed about the life.
Momo said, Tom, I guess he meant Dom, I'm from Brooklyn, 18th Avenue, the way it used to be. And the way it is now, it's such a shame. The influx of immigrants are taking over many cultures, including ours.
It happens. That's evolution with life. People want to leave the neighborhoods for a better life for their families. It's funny how people talk about the mafia and everything, yet everybody wants to leave the neighborhoods to better for their children and everything. So it's going to happen. And it's sad because even in my neighborhood, Nobody knows one another. You don't know your neighbors anymore. Where back in our day, the communities were tight knitted. Everybody knew one another. So that's sad because you're losing that family value.
Albert Brick, hello from Ontario, Canada. Thanks again for your time. What do you know about the Canadian mob, Toronto and Montreal?
I know they don't play. They'll kill quick. And they conduct themselves like they're back in the 70s, 80s. And I got to give them props. Because if guys like John Gotti Jr. were up there, he wouldn't be up there, that's for sure. So I got to give them their props. But nowadays, it's just not the life. It's like, what are you killing for? There's not that much money on the streets anymore, unless there is. The only place I see it is in the drug trade, trafficking. There might be with the prostitution also, but no, it's not what it once was. So,
Shada, have you deal with Russians mafia?
no, I haven't. Only when I was incarcerated, just conversations, but not on the street. No, I haven't.
Herman Figueroa, hey Dom, I'm happy to see you're feeling better. If you could look back, do you think you could have done things better, or not better, sorry, differently in the life without getting locked up? God bless.
As you look back, Monday morning quarterback, I don't see how I could have done things differently. Yeah, killed Vinny. That would have been the only thing different. That Vinny wouldn't have opened up his big mouth. That's the only way I got locked up. If Vinny keeps his... Remember, the murders we did were not sanctioned by Joe Messino. So Vinny said we're creeping them, we're sneaking them. Don't tell Joe, but then Vinny opens up his big mouth and tells Joe everything about the 2 homicides. So if Vinny keeps his mouth shut, we never get arrested. So I didn't get caught. I got caught with Vinny. So the only thing different would be, sad to say, either not participate in the murders or kill Vinny after the murders. This way I know nobody would have known. But to do anything else different, we didn't get arrested by anything I did. Except what I did, actually, if that makes sense. Izzy?
Alexander Wilson made a contribution.
Thank you for your contribution.
Jerry.
Good.
Jerry Capisci put out an article
Capisci.
Put out an article that the Genovese suggested a Messino in 2004 to get rid of Vinny because he's too flashy. Is that true?
I know I heard that, but I don't see where that came from because I spoke with the boss of the Genovese crime family, and I find that unfounded. I think that was Joe concocting more bullshit, just like he is. He's full of shit with a lot of things he did. Also, the only thing I remember when I was with Quiet Dom in MDC Brooklyn, New York, that's a metropolitan holding facility, Dom was adamant he's not going to recognize Vinny. He said this to me because he didn't want to insult me. He wanted me to know. He says if Vinny comes to this institution, he's not going to shake his hand or acknowledge him. He was going to be disrespectful, but let me know about it so I wouldn't be caught off guard. And the reason being was because what they were doing to me, how they were robbing me, how badly they wronged me. And it was his exact words, it's a fucking disgrace how they're treating you. So, but to kill Vinny, I never heard that. I read the article. I know it might have been Joe Messino's another lie fabrication, just like he did with the prosecutor. So Joe is really, I don't knock him for cooperating, but he's a piece of shit because the way he did it, he fabricated things and made it look like it was Vinny's doing. And that's not cool.
James B., is there any scam or crime that someone asked you to do and you refused?
I don't know off the top of my head. Back in the day, there's a lot of scams and crimes. So I doubt if I refused any of them. I don't know. Probably so, I would have to say. Just because maybe they were careless or I saw a way of getting caught. So I really don't know off the top of my head, but good question. Izzy?
Who was most feared when you were in the street out of all the other families?
I would say the Genovese crime family was one of the most feared. Next.
Is the Hootie story true about Rails disrespecting Vinny?
From my knowledge, absolutely not. It's not true. So I don't know where that story came from, but I do know this. If it was true, 1,000%, without a doubt, Vinny would have been at number one. Vinny would have went at it that night. Vinny would fight. Doesn't matter who it is. Vinny knew the life inside and out. And Vinny would have been at my house that night. Dominic, let's go. And I heard this guy Hottie talk about, or Hootie, whatever his name is, talk about he was sitting on me, waiting on me. My guys didn't even know where I lived. So you tell me, where was I living in the Bronx? So, because that's news to me. And where I was living, you couldn't sit on me. Impossible. Because if you were, I would have noticed it. Because you would have stood out like a sore thumb. Anybody in a vehicle. So I like to see where you were sitting on me, that you were getting on me, and all that nonsense. So I don't know. It's just people want to talk, make themselves more important than what they were. So it's just ridiculous. But to each his own. If that makes him feel important, let him say what he wants. But that's totally unfounded and not true. Next.
They're moving back. There's one that says, I'm confused. How could your father have stayed friends with the one who ratted on you? I lost the
Okay. Well, my father just remained friends with him. My father passed away now, so I'll go into that in a later story, and I'll expose why my father remained friends with him in a later story, and everybody will be shocked. And the reason why I'll come out with that is my father is now deceased, and I'll say what my father told me. So stay tuned for that one.
And who was the most feared, as in one person?
Oh, who was the most feared? I would say the most, well, I'm not going to say who the most underrated person was. Do I know was dangerous? I'm not going to say, but I'll let people surmise with that one. But you had Vinny was feared, well respected in that sense. Johnny Joe, well respected in that sense. In the Bonanos. Gambinos, I would say Mickey Boy Paradiso was feared, respected. And then you had the old timers too, guys who cooperate. Sammy the Bull, Gas Pipe, Vicamuso, Little Oscar Ansorian. There's a slew of guys who were feared back in the day.
Momo asks, hello, gorgeous, on Avenue U. That was Vinny's, right?
Avenue U? Mm-hmm. No, I don't think Avenue U. He had Hello Gorgeous on East Tremont in the Bronx. I'm not sure about it. I doubt Avenue U. Is he?
Alexander Wilson, thanks for the contribution.
Thank you, Alexander, for your contribution.
He said, Jerry Capisi also recently wrote about the Randy Pizzolo murder. You were mentioned in the article. Why are these Vinny Bonanno pieces coming out? Is something about to happen?
I don't know. You tell me. Maybe because of Vinny's new case about the Pizzolo murder. That's the only thing that the judge is actually giving him a hearing based on that. So, like I said, I wish him the best. I hope he gets it overturned. From what I know with the law, hopefully Judge Garifas, I'm correct, he will give him a new day in court with that. He deserves it. But I'm not a judge, I'm not a prosecutor. But Vinny still has an uphill battle because he knows he did give me the initial order to kill Randy Pizzolo. And then Michael knows followed through with it, and I acted upon it with Anthony Aiello.
So John Lamb 03, did you ever pay your grandmother back? But you did.
I did. I elaborated on that. We're coming out with that. I did pay her back from actually another relative. After my grandmother passed, I gave her the $10,000. So.
And you mentioned in the last week's
I mentioned
podcast.
it, but you'll hear that story coming out. Anything else? Or we'll start wrapping it up. Let's take 3 more. Izzy? Maddie, Wilfredo?
No, there's just a lot of
Yeah,
going
they're
back and
Okay.
forth.
Well, guys,
Okay. Hello world, tough one, Dominic. There's an article in 2008 saying that you ripped off your grandmother for 150.
yes, we know that. And that came from a family member after I cooperated. Funny. Didn't come out before I cooperated because this was, I think the loan was taken in 2002. So nothing is funny how nothing came out from 2002 to after I cooperated.
Plus, when you were with me when we first met, your grandmother would always call you.
Yeah, no,
and
right.
I'm privy
So
to.
we'll go into that. So
Yeah.
I don't have to defend myself in that. I'll just state the facts. And if I have to, there's some family members I'm sure will speak up about that was totally unfounded.
Blank FPS. Hey Dom, I messaged you on Insta about being a designer for you. Not looking for pay, just wanted to help out and be a part of the growth. Hope all is well.
All is well. I think I responded, but please hit me up through the email on our website, Mafia Roundtable at info. This way some of the teams, Lee handles all that, so at least he can forward it and we'll be on top of it because I can only get to so much and I'm getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of communications every day that I'm answering, so it's difficult.
Tony Pizza. Hey, Dom, you remember when me and you would go and shake down Dominick's up in Arthur Avenue? Good times, pal.
Tony, no, but please DM me on the side, and we could go into it. So, you know what? I really don't, but to clarify, I'm starting to fuzzy memory with that. But please DM me on the side on Instagram or even email me.
What's your email?
What is it? Hold on.
It's one of two. Dom at mafiaroundtable.com or media at mafiaroundtable.com.
All right, go to the media at mafiaroundtable.com. Or you go to the website, mafiaroundtable.com, and you'll see the email information. Anything else? Guys, again, thank you. Remember, we're coming out tomorrow with the Albanians, 10 o'clock. I'm going to release on Thursday. Please, 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 pass it on to all women, the Telemundo lawsuit, the sexual harassment. You'll see how egregious this is. Let's get a movement with that. Friday, the John Gotti Jr., we're coming out with that. It'll be pre-recorded. Then I'm going live Friday to answer questions about that. We're going to start putting out more content, more verbiage on everything, setting up the Cicale Family Inc. We're going to be putting out a lot of products, a lot of stuff, a lot of content. Then I'm coming out with the book, The Perfect Crime Family. Should be out within the next 60 days. We're going to be doing a limited edition with a lot of stuff, graphics in there in the limited edition. It'll be well worth it. Probably it's either going to be 100 or 250 issues, copies of it. Everything will be numbered, signed, plaqued. I mean, it'll be really good product. So people, thank you for all the love and support. Love everybody out there. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Remember, tomorrow, 10 a.m., the Albanians. Thursday, sexual harassment, 10 a.m. will be coming out. All women bring to the site. Friday, we're coming out with the John Gotti Jr. stuff and then going live with that afterwards. And we might even have Joe Barone on the show for Friday. So we'll set something up. And everybody, thank you for all the love and support, especially from the Bronx, my home area. Thank you. Much love and peace to everybody. Have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Peace out. Love you.